few restaurant owners put more thought and effort into a burger than Amelia Ruvich and Joshua Lemaire.
You'll be able to taste the quality and the care that me and my entire staff put into everything that we do.
And as the owners of dNB Burgers in downtown New Bedford, Josh and Amelia are blowing customers' minds by tempting their taste buds.
You have to taste it to understand. It's different than what you would expect, but it's like everything you would want a burger to be.
In fact, these two are so devoted to creating the perfect burger, they make just about everything from scratch.
We are making every sauce on our menu, every pickle.
Cure our own bacon, make our own condiments.
Smoking our own cheeses, we are smoking hams.
Our own gravies, our own sauces, stock.
We have 6 different aiolis we make from scratch.
We have a garden that we pick from. We're a from scratch kitchen. Everything's from scratch.
It was just about a year ago when dNB Burgers opened up shop in this old wood and window factory across the street from the Port of New Bedford. But it didn't take long for this blue-collar community to embrace these upscale burgers.
People are coming in and they're like, oh, I don't know about this. And then they try it and they're like, wow, this is outrageous. This is delicious. And that's the coolest part. It's like we're sort of changing people's ideas of what a burger can be, what food can be, and that, I will tell you, is really awesome. It's the best part. It really is.
Every burger at dNB starts with a house blend of short rib, brisket, and chuck, which are formed into third-pound patties that are smushed down on the flat top, ensuring an extra crispy crust. From there, the gourmet toppings are almost endless, like on the Wrangler, finished with onion rings, horseradish aioli, and mustard beer compound butter. Or the Ya Bacon Me Jelly with smoked cheddar, dill pesto, bacon confit tomatoes, and a homemade local beer jelly. But first-timers here usually opt for a slightly simpler burger known as the Best Bacon.
Best Bacon is our shining star burger that's never gonna leave the menu. Every day it's our top seller. So it's a beef patty with smoked cheddar, pickled red onions, we caramelize them to order, house-made bacon, and then we take that same bacon and we make it into an aioli with roasted mushrooms and local microgreens on top.
And while those microgreens may be delicious, they have been known to cause some commotion among customers.
Typically we get 1 to 2 reactions, either like, oh wow, that's really cool and interesting, and then the other side of it, they're like, why are you putting 4-leaf clovers on my burger? And we're like, well, that's what we got.
dNB isn't trying to reinvent burgers, they're just trying to make them as tasty as possible, like this one known as the Banksy, an upscale version of a McDonald's classic.
This is our rendition of a quarter pounder with cheese. It's a beef patty, yellow cheddar cheese, our house-made dill pickles, chopped white onion, ketchup, and mustard. It just has that like classic all-American flavor. It's a knockout. It's so delicious.
Even the lowly turkey burger gets a gourmet makeover here with a chili marinated patty topped with roasted corn salsa, cilantro lime aioli, and fried carrot ribbons tossed in chipotle cinnamon sugar.
People come here just for that. We don't ever want our turkey burgers to be the thing you have to compromise on because you're eating healthier. We want them to be just as impressive as everything else on our menu, so we'd really try to do that.
To go alongside all those amazing burgers are some equally impressive sides, like house-made potato chips in 3 different flavors.
Salt and vinegar is definitely the house favorite, but I personally enjoy the sour cream and onion. It's everything I always wanted it to be growing up. The sourness of the sour cream comes through really nicely, and like the sharpness of the onion powder. It just hits me right here. It's so good.
For something a little heartier, the hand-cut fries are gorgeously golden and twice fried in beef fat, so they're extra crispy and able to hold their own as part of dNB's over-the-top poutines. The classic version is smothered with cheese curds and beef and cheddar gravy. The New Bedford version adds a layer of house-made chorizo, and the special chicken cordon bleu style poutine is made with a Swiss Mornay sauce, house-cured ham, and butter-toasted breadcrumbs.
It's gonna be a huge boat, French fries topped with a giant ladle of gravy. You could eat it as a meal. Most people do share it because it is a pretty big portion. It's a pretty heavy thing. You know, if you want to be able to eat your burger, you're gonna want to probably share the poutine.
In fact, dNB Burgers encourages sharing, and they're not just talking about food.
We don't really do Wi-Fi here. We don't want people to like sit around and just stare at their phones. We want people to talk to their neighbors, meet their friends. Like people come in and they're like, oh, hey man, you know, everybody sees people they know, they have conversations with people they didn't know before. And that's really cool, I think.